Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Miss P Creating for a Cause Marathon. I'm going to go ahead and pull myself up over here. So hopefully I can catch comments today. I do have my daughter Haley in here with me. She's helping. So she's going to be reading comments if I miss any. Now you'll find my video. Should pop up. So if you're on, say hello so I know who's watching. Hey, Tina, how are you today? Real quick, I'm going to give everybody a minute to get on. So I'm going to run through the lineup, and that way that gives some people time to find me. I am Shannon Craney, and this is my page, Craney Creations. And we have a full 24 hours. So starting this morning at 6 o'clock was Sam with Comey's Crafting Corner. And she actually filled in for Tammy at 7 o'clock as well. So thank you, Sam. She did a full 2 hours. And then at 8, there was Margie with the Crafty Heifer. At 9 a.m., Erica from Berry Sweet. At 10 a.m., we had Michelle with the Crafty Ma'am. And at 11, we had Rebecca at Purple Dreamer Creations. Right before me was Andy with Two Perspective Studios. Now it's 1 o'clock and I'm Shannon with Craney Creations. Following me is Wendy with a Personally Yours by Wendy. At 3 o'clock we have Debbie with Paper Sweeties. At 4 there's Nancy with Pretty NLC Designs. And then at 5 we have Danita with Buttercup Creations. At 6 we have Lauren with G&G Holiday Decor. At 7 p.m., we have Catherine with Down a Flagstone Path. At 8, we have Joan with Joan's Designs and Creations. 9 p.m. is Uli with Uli's Happy Creations. At 10, we have Rosie and Lydiath. Lydiath is going to be doing her first live today, so that's super exciting at 10 o'clock tonight. At 11, we have Jane Ann with Uniquely Chic by Jane Ann. Rosie and Lydiath will be on the Lolliprops page, by the way. And all this is posted on my page. You can find this right here is the schedule that I'm reading. So if you miss somebody, you can find it on my page. Who was I? Okay, at 12 p.m. we have Michelle with Michelle's Creative Treasures. At 1, we have Jenny with Colossal Creations. At 2, there's Tina from Tina's Tasteful Treasures. 3 a.m. we have Priscilla at Crafty Ladies and Family. At 4 a.m. we have Marissa with Doss Wreath Boutique. And at 5 a.m. we have Ginger with Glitzy Creations going live from her hotel room in Georgia. So go Ginger. I give you props to go live from a hotel. That's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Sam. Hey, Shannon with an E. So we're going to get started, and the first thing I'm going to do is I have this, I'm a chalk couture designer, so I always like to use chalk couture, and we have a bunny. This is called Bunny Treat Pattern. It's a big, like 18 by 18 transfer. It's a silk screen, so everywhere you see white, you'll have that's where your paste will come through, and we're going to actually make a tray, so I'm going to go ahead and get that open. Thank you, Jane Ann. Hi, Denise. Hey, Wendy. So happy you guys are on. Everybody, I mean, you guys, I've had a tough act to follow. Everybody before me has done really cool things. So if you've missed anybody, you can go back and catch the replay. And also, all of the lives from today are going to be shared over on the Creating for a Cause Facebook page. So if you're not following that page, go follow it right now, because also everything that we're making today is going to be auctioned off on Monday. So the items being made during lives plus tons more are all going to go into an auction. And Monday, it's going to start at 9 a.m. and it's going to run through 9 p.m. There's going to be a silent auction on that page. Hey, Lydia. Hey, Amy. Hi, Janetta. Okay, so I'm going to start by just fuzzing my transfer, and it comes on a backing. So we're going to pull it off at the back and just save this back, because when you're done with it, you can wash it with cold water and reuse it. So always save your backs. And then this is what we call fuzzing. And the point of it, like for today's project, is so that it doesn't get too stuck to my board. So sometimes if you're working on a painted surface or something like that, you don't want it to peel off. So we're gonna fuzz this. And this is just our fuzzing cloth. And I'm using 2 because this is so big that it just sometimes it makes it easier. And then this is it's a tray that we sold. I don't know that we even still sell this tray, but it's going to go perfect for what I'm doing today. So I'm just going to lay this down, kind of make it straight. That looks pretty straight to me. And then you want to rub it out so that you don't have any, hi Linda, hey Jill, so you don't have any air under it, because if you get air under it, then the paste can run underneath your transfer. And this board that I'm working on does have a little bit of a texture, so that's something we want to make sure we get it smoothed down really good. In fact, I'll take my squeegee here and just kind of run through to push out any air. Now, I hope I'm not being too overzealous, because technically I'm probably going to be making about 2 different projects. I'm going to make this tray, which will go really quickly, and then I'm going to make a tea set to go with the tray. I think for the auction purposes, it may be better to do like 2 separate items, and then if somebody wants them both, then they can bid on both of them. That way, if somebody doesn't want the tray, they don't have to pay for the shipping of it. So I'm going to use, this is our chalk paste, and the color is Nominee. It's like a super shiny, shiny gold. And I'm just going to do the whole thing in gold and put these cute little bunnies onto my tray. And at the edges, I'm kind of pushing away so I don't get a run, hopefully, as I go through the edges. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me see. There. Make sure you can see. And like I said, I've got my daughter Haley in the craft room with me today. She's going to help if I miss comments. I'm so happy. It does seem like I am seeing comments, at least on my phone. Hey, Raymond. How are you? So I'm just, after I get this on, I just move it around throughout the screen and let it go through onto my surface. If you're just popping on, make sure you're following the Creating for a Cause. I think I tagged it. I'm sure if not, someone will for me. But it should be tagged. I'm not totally sure how it works. I did last night. I tagged it to post when I went live. But then today when I was going live, I didn't see it as an option. So hopefully it just did it, because I told it to every time just so it would for sure do it today. So hopefully it's linked to this live. But if not, somebody will put it in the comments for me. Hi, Miss P. Hey, Jenny. How are you? Okay. So once you have your paste down, you're just going to kind of go over and pull all the extra up and put it back in our jar. Haley, this is where I'll probably need you to grab this. And if I weren't live, I would just take it to my sink and wash it out. But since I'm live, I'm going to have my daughter just go throw it in some water to keep it wet until I'm done. But all you do is you just wash it with cold water. So I'm just wanted to lift my whole tray up. And so you just lift it off. And if you have a spot that you miss, you can lay it back down and go over it. I don't think, the one ear didn't really go that great, but I'm not going to bite it. I think it's good. Okay, you got that? And then here, I'll let you take this too if you don't care. Just throw it in with that. All right, so we have our cute little bunny tray. I got it on my hands, so I want to wipe my hands off so I don't get it anywhere else. This is a chalk paste, so it is washable. You can also, if you're not using paste and you're, like, say you want to make a shirt or something, like I made this shirt, you would use ink for that, and you just heat set it, and it's as permanent as any other shirt you'd get. So, After I do that, I'll let you guys see. And I do have some little handles to put on the tray. But that's what you get. And it's like just the detail is so good. And these are just little shiny gold. But for right now, just so you don't have to watch me dry paint, I'm going to set this to the side. And we'll come back to it at the end. And I'll put the handles on if I have time. If not, if I run out of time, I'll do that later. But it comes with 2 little handles so that you can actually carry it. And then we're going to make a tea set to go on our tray. So I did do a little prep work. I bought my teapot, and it comes with 2 little saucers, like cups and saucers. And I went around it with the cream glue. So the cream glue is just like these things. You can get them from different designers are selling them on Etsy. I think I actually got this from Temu. But it's just like you can also make it yourself if you want to mix caulk and paint and Mod Podge. But I went around it and made a drip, and I wanted to do that before I went live so that it would be dry and it'd be one less thing that I could stick my finger in, because I bet that I'll probably at some point today stick my finger in my design. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. Hey, Lori. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have my lightweight spackle somewhere. Oh, here it is. And all this is just a icing bag, like a Wilton icing bag. And then this is the 1M tip. And I have the DAP lightweight spackle in it. So I like the brand, the DAP brand. I know some people like the other brands, but this one seems to be my favorite. Red Devil is a good brand for me if I have to add a lot of color to it, because then it thins out. But just by itself, the Red Devil is way too thick. But you can also add, thanks, Mom. My mom's on. Everybody say hi to my mom. It's Diane Edwards. But so if you want to thin it out, you can add some acrylic paint to thin it out. But we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on here. And I'm just squeezing the bag and going around. Oh, and I don't know if I told you guys, before I went live a couple days ago, because it takes a while for it to set up, I did fill these with the Gaps and Cracks spray foam. So that's what you see inside these. I just sprayed Gaps and Cracks, and then when it came up out of there, I took a knife and shaved it back down so that I could have my spackling to sit on it. So then I'm going to put a little, can you guys see okay? Haley, does it look okay on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good.
I'm going to add just a little bit right here on this end too. And then I'll set that back there. And I've made lots of things. So I feel like if I were to say somebody inspired me for this project today on all of this stuff, I'm going to say it was probably Wendy with Personally Yours by Wendy. She's on after me. And she just does so much detail in all of her pieces. So I kind of followed that whole idea and added a lot of detail. So, hey, Tasha. How are you today? Hey, Erica. So, I've got this. And then I think I'm going to actually start with my main piece. I'm not going to work with my clay today live because I am new to clay. And so I still like fight my way through, and I don't want to put you guys through that. So I made myself a cute little bunny head and little bunny feet, which we talked about bunny feet earlier, and I don't know, but apparently it's not supposed to have those balls, but mine does. So we're going to put the bunny and her feet and put her down in the icing like she's popping out. So I think I'll do her feet first. Can you guys see what I'm doing? And then I'm just going to stab her head through to hold them down. So she's coming out of the icing. And then I have my sticks on these are just like the cake pop sticks that you can get in the bakery section. So I'm going to cut them at a good angle so that they're sharp and will stab into my stuff. So I'm just going to use these side cuts and then put an angle so that I can stab it in.
Kelly wants to know where you got the bunny eyes.
The bunny eyes came from Amazon, actually. when I get off of here, I can try to put the link in for them because I do know these resin eyes are hard to find. I think there are some other creators that do sell them. Thank you, Wendy. So if you do sell resin eyes, let them know. You can pop it in the comments where to go buy them at. So I'm gonna stick that in there. And I tried to make a bow to go at the bottom. I didn't get it successfully, so I'll try again, but I'm not a good bow maker either. Not for little bows. I can make big bows, but little bows are not my thing. And then I have a whole tray of different things that I've made already. So I've got this little carrot. I put some glitter on it, and I'm gonna stick it in here with her. So we'll give her a carrot. I think actually I should probably put a toothpick in that because I don't want it to come out. So I'm gonna shorten this toothpick. Oops. Because I don't want it to stab through my carrot, but I do want it to go into the design. So I'll put a toothpick on it. Do we want it to go like, let me turn it around. I think like this direction or this direction. Yeah, we'll go this direction actually. Trying to figure out what way I want my greenery to go. So we'll put a carrot in there. And of course, every time I craft, I'm such a messy crafter that I get stuff everywhere and I don't like having it on my hands. So you'll keep seeing me grab wet wipes. Thank you, Jill. Okay, yeah, Rebecca with the Purple Dreamer Creations. That's all I have to say. Purple Dreamer Creations also sells the resin eyes. So you could reach out to her and see. Here's a tip for you guys. So Wendy made the most adorable little embellishment for one of her things, and she put ruffles on it. And I thought I had the ruffle mold, and I didn't. But I did have the mold that's like a ruffly, like a squiggly ruffle. So I made an egg using that. And I'm like, that just looks like a brain. So I don't recommend that one. I would definitely find yourself the ruffle one. So we're not going to use our brain egg today. I feel like it's definitely not cute. But all these I just made using air dry foam clay and different embellishments and stuff. So I've got, this is a little Easter egg, and then I put some glitter to make it shine. And like I said, so many people that you'll watch today are doing clay things, and they are the people to watch to learn how to make all this stuff. You don't want to watch me try to do all this today. So since I was in a hurry, I just went through and kind of pre-made some stuff because I know that you guys can see other people make it. So I'm just going to kind of stick these in throughout the teapot to give it some different decoration. Let's see. I got little chocolates. So these were made using air dry foam clay and a mold. And then I took the little polymer clay sprinkles and put on there. So I'm going to just stick that in. And then let's see. I'm trying to think. I have another pop or another, I'll ask you guys, should I stick this in here? I have another lollipop, or do you think that'll be too much? If I set it like right there, I'll back it up so you guys can see better.
Rebecca says to save the brain egg for Halloween.
Yes, that's a good idea. I will. I'll save the brain egg for Halloween, Rebecca. That's great. I'll maybe drip some red on it or something, make it gory. But yeah, it definitely looks like a brain. So should I put this here, or is that too much? Thanks, Teresa. Let's see. And then I also made, let's see, I'll just slide my tray over so you guys can see what I'm digging through. I've got all these different little things that I made. Most of these were made using either cookie cutters, which this was a cookie cutter, and stamp, and then I just filled it with puff paint. Or some of them I used a mold. So this was a mold to make my little chocolate bunny. And then I put triple thick on him to make him super shiny. Put it on. Looks great there. Okay. All right. I got it too much. I got to put it on. Looks great. I like the height it gives it. Okay. Sounds like it's going on. More people vote yes. So well, I'm going to trim it down a little so that it goes in. And again, I want to cut it at an angle so it's sharp enough to stab into that gaps and cracks stuff. So I'm going to push it in further. I'm trying to push it from the stick and not from like the actual top of it because I don't want it to shove through the lollipop. I wish, hindsight, that I would have done it in a separate color, but I think it still looks cute. So we got that. And then we can add a little, let's see. We could add this little chick standing up. I think we'll do that. We'll put him on a toothpick. Where did my toothpicks go? I loosed up one. It's right below me. Oh yeah, I'll add more things. I'm just gonna kind of fill it in and then I'll add sprinkles and glitter to top it off. But I'm not gonna add a whole lot more. I may put something back here and then I am gonna stand that little chick like right here. And of course, glitter. You have to do glitter. So I need to hurry before my spackle dries too much to let me put glitter on it. So I just take that and stick it into the bottom. Hi, Cece. Thank you for watching. We'll stick that in here. He's kind of like the bunny's little friend. Stand in there. Okay, and then I have this tray here of sprinkles, and this is a kind of a combination. I'll show you guys what I did because I mixed it up when I was putting around the drip. So I'm going to use some of those same ones. And when you're doing stuff like sprinkles, you always want to start with your larger items and then work your way down to the smaller ones. Oh yeah, that's a good idea to give like a pilot hole with a screwdriver. That's a great tip, especially for this. For some reason, this gaps and cracks seems like it got a lot harder than what it normally does. So this one's just like a mix of all different ones that I made. And then these are some beads that I think I got from Temu. I love these. Have you guys seen these little, they came from the Dollar General over the summertime, but they make great sprinkle containers. And then this one may have been like a Play Code 3 that I kind of mixed in some of my own things too. And then I have a little bit of the Glam Candy Boutique's Easter basket sprinkles in here. And this one has some little beads and Easter eggs in there. And I put a bag of Play Code 3 bunny heads because I think the little bunny heads are super cute. So I got those in there. And then I have some of Sam's Pastel Party mix in here. So that's what we're working with. And I'm going to go ahead and get some of this on here before it gets too dry to hold it. Actually, let me get these. So I'm just going to pop these in around.
Jill says there's going to be amazing pieces to choose from in the auction.
Yes, the auction is going to be hard to choose what to bid on because there's so many cute things. I'm like, oh, I want that. Oh, no, I want that. I want that one. So yeah, if you missed earlier, make sure you go over to the Creating for a Cause page. Sorry, you guys, I don't know. I am not a clean crafter. When I craft, it's everywhere. I get stuff everywhere, and so I apologize. It's a hot mess, but it's fun, so I don't care. So I'm just adding these in. Oh, I wanted to set something in the back here, like where it's just so it's not just that.
Kelly wants to know if the sprinkles are edible or made from clay.
The sprinkles are made from clay also, so you don't have to worry about it bringing any bugs or anything like that. It's all clay. Let's see. I think I'm going to do the butterfly in the back. So again, that was just a cookie cutter and a press, and then I filled it in with puff paint. Thank you, Haley. If you are just popping on and you didn't hear, my daughter Haley's in here and she's helping me with some comments. So hopefully I don't miss people's comments. Give that a little trim. Okay. And this is always the part that I hate to do when I'm live, is set these little sprinkles and stuff on. But I know I have plenty of time. I always feel like I'm, you know, I just never know. I'm terrible to guess if I'm going to be super fast or if I'm going to be done in 10 minutes, and I can't tell a difference. So for me to be on a time thing is not easy.
Barry says your shirt is so cute.
Oh, thank you. I made it with my transfers. And then I blinged it out. It's I would say that for sure I was inspired by my friend Michelle with Embellish the Season on my shirt. She inspires me a lot. She's in groups. You guys probably know her. I'm just adding some little blingy sprinkles here and there. A couple more balls and I think we'll call it good. And then I am going to sprinkle these directly on because I don't want you guys to have to watch the single. This is where I make a mess. It bounces everywhere. Okay, they're not wanting to stick to that. That dried. So I'll stick a couple on there. With spackle, it's like I talk too much because you really want to work kind of quick so that your spackling still holds all your sprinkles and everything. I'm going to try this. I think it'll be better. But if it gets dry like mine has, you can take your water bottle and just lightly mist it, and then it'll help stuff stick. So I may have to do that for my glitter.
Swirls and Swags says hi from Alabama.
Hello from Alabama. What's your weather like there? It's finally sunny here, but it's still cold. I'm ready. I'm actually with Chalkatour. I won a trip to Mexico, and I leave on Monday. So I basically leave in the middle of the night on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that, and I am super thankful to all the people that helped me earn the trip. That is super exciting. I've never really won anything before, which I didn't fully just win it. I had to earn a position to be in, like, to possibly win. So it's like you had to meet certain qualifications to get entered into a drawing to win the trip. Okay. So now I am going to add just a couple more, and then I'm going to spray it with some water because it's not wanting to stick. So I've got my water spray here. I'm just going to give it a light mist.
Glitzy Creations by Ginger says hi.
Hey, Ginger. How are you? Super exciting that you're going to be crafting from your hotel room this evening. Or, well, early tomorrow morning. That's crazy. You're brave. So I'm just filling in because I do want this. I want to make it as nice as I can because I hope it sells good and can help Miss P. So all these items will be available for auction in the Creating for a Cause group later. And I know I keep repeating myself, but I also keep seeing new people pop in. So I apologize for people that have heard me a bunch. And then I have here, you guys always, I've never used this. This is the first time. It's the Diamond Dust. And I hear you guys all talk about it being actual glass and getting in your fingers. And so I didn't want it to get my fingers, so I just stuck it in this like Parmesan cheese shaker. And I'm going to add that to it. Hopefully I don't get it in my fingers. Is it really like that? Is it that bad? Like, is it truly sharp? I can tell it's glass. It sounds different. That does look really pretty though. Thank you, Erica. So there's this. And we'll set it to the side. And then we're going to make our 2 teacups to go with it. I'm going to set this over here. fill this little cup here. And my spackle. Yes, it is. Okay, it is glass. It will cut you. Okay, so this, if you missed earlier, is just the DAP lightweight spackling. And I put it in a Wilton piping bag. And then I pipe it on. And this time, actually, because we're on just the cupcakes, I'm going to put my sprinkles and stuff on first, and then I'll add these big things. Then you don't have to watch me place them one by one. Except there's some that have red on them, and I don't want those on there, so I'm going to pull them back off. I'm trying to keep it all pastel. Anything that's not pastel, I don't want. Grab some of these.
Peggy says super cute teapot.
Thank you, Peggy. Thanks, Sam. Sam is the Come's Crafting Corner, Haley. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go from my tray of goodies and add some different little things. I'm not going to put as much in these because they are just the little teacups. But I do have this. Actually, I may set that in that teapot. It's this little rose, and I took these little tiny, tiny rhinestones and put just right on the tips of them. Let's see if you guys can see it. So I'm going to set that in the teapot because it's super cute. And since I feel like in this design, the teapot is going to be the main like focal point. So since this is so pretty, I'm going to put it front and center of the teapot. So I'll put my little thing in there and then just poke it in. And I set it right there.
Carrie wants to know how long the spackle lasts in the bag.
Well, I just put it in the bag right before I went live. It does, like I've seen some creators where they'll like take a wet wipe and wrap around the tip and then put it into another bag. And I think you can do that for like a day. But really, I just squirt it from the bag back into the jar and save it that way. I don't like saving it in the bag. So, let's see. I'll do a butterfly on this. And I'll use that other half of that toothpick from earlier. So since I'm going on my trip, I did go get my nails done. And I'm not used to having nails done. It's been a minute since I've done that. So I feel a little thrown off by them. But the lady, I'll have to show you guys, the lady did an amazing job. Like by hand, she painted this flamingo on my fingernails. And I'm like, she's better than any artist out there. So I'm going to set that there. And then look. Isn't that cool? She hand painted that. Can you see it? Okay. I'm like, this lady is pretty impressive to be painting that much detail on fingernails. Okay, so I got this little chick. Again, I just cut him with a cookie cutter and glitter. I'll put him on there. I'm actually just going to dump some of these toothpicks out because I keep losing them. So here's the other half. Yeah, me and my nails. Aren't they cute? I can't function with them, but they look super cute. 1:30. We're doing good. Now, I'm trying to make these to be cute from all sides, but really, when they're all setting on display, I want them to, at least from one way, look good. So, kind of putting according... I don't know that I want that on there. I've got little peeps that I cut out and then just glittered. So I'll put him on there. But the auction, there's so many cool things in there. And then not only is the auction going to have all the things that we're making today during the marathon, but also several people have donated. There's already tons of stuff that has been donated and entered into the auction. So that'll be on the page on Monday. Right now, I think there's some stuff showing up, but it's from a past auction that they had done. So don't go look yet. Nothing that's on there right this second is going to be in the auction. I mean, go check out the page, but the auction stuff's not what's in the auction. And then I don't have any orange, so I'm going to put this on the other side. And then we'll add this little chocolate bunny. So we got that. And then I will go ahead and throw my glitter on here. Pull it over. Yeah, sometimes they amaze me as how little that they can do this art and how detailed it was. Like, it looks like it was airbrushed from what she did to it. So we have that. That's kind of goes all the way around. So that's good that it's from all the sides. And I'm going to set it back on its little saucer. And I've got the other saucer here. Auction, yeah, the auction is Monday. It starts Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern, and it runs all the way through until 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's a silent auction all day long. Make sure when you go to the page that you take and you sort and you click that you want to see the newest first. That way you don't accidentally bid, you know, $20 when somebody's already said they'd pay $30. So you want to click newest, and that'll keep everything in order. And then, what did Sam say? Because I wanted to say that too. And the album that is the past auction, because they've used the page before for another benefit, it's marked as closed. So if you see an album marked closed, that's not this one. So, yeah, on Monday at 9 a.m. is when they're going to start. It's a group. So, it says, let me click that one. It says, the only reason I emphasize that is because people are not familiar with looking up pages, profiles, and groups. So when you go to look, you're going to have to choose that it's under the groups. And then if you will have to join it, but it's free. This is not a, like, you don't have to pay anything to join the group. So make sure, try and go and join it now so that come Monday, you don't have to rush in with problems. If you have any problems, you can get in before Monday. Hi, Janet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Same way. I love the spackling. I know some people don't like it. I prefer it. I think it's fun. Okay. Again, I'm going to go ahead and put my, I'm going to do some of these sprinkles first. Sprinkles on. And of course, like this item, for instance, and several others that you see today, they're getting made today. So when you, if you bid on them to buy them, just know that, like, I can't ship this until probably at least a week, maybe more. If it's more, if anybody knows, let me know. But I think it's at least a full 7 days before this would be dry enough to ship. So I'm just sprinkling some cute little shiny things. I'm going to grab some of these bunnies. Hey, Jill. Jill, thank you so much. And Teresa and Sam and just all the Fab Five, Erica, Raymond. You guys have done so much putting this together for everyone. And I cannot imagine. Like, it's hard for me to get me and my two girlfriends, like, scheduled to go out to dinner. I could not imagine scheduling that many people and working with everyone's schedule, and you guys just did it flawlessly. So congrats to that. That's, I still don't know how you did it. So I'm glad that you guys did get it done, though. I'm just adding some of these little beads and tap them down in. Yeah, whenever I craft, it just is, it's like I make a big mess, and then when I'm done, I'll clean everything up at the end. Shove it out of the way so I can show you guys what I made. let's see, we'll put on this one, we're going to add a little rose. So I'm going to put it on here. It is an amazing group for sure. They're definitely, when somebody is in need, they're like family and they all step up to help each other out. So it's unlike anything I've seen, especially today. Stick that down there. This little bunny is cute. He's just a little, again, little tiny cookie cutter and glitter. I like glitter. I think we all like glitter. I think that's what makes us all friends. We all like the same thing. It's funny, for the longest time, I would never use glitter when I crafted. I was like, oh, it's too messy. I don't want glitter. And now it's like, oh, add more glitter. Throw it on. Who cares? My whole house has glitter all around. My poor husband probably wears glitter to work half the time with him. So I'm just filling this in, kind of making it look cute, and little flowers. Oh, this one's pretty. I'm going to take this one off because I have one that has glitter that's prettier. We'll add it on. See, that's that, the Shattered Dreams glitter from Glitter Makes It. That stuff is so pretty. I don't know if you can even see in the camera how shiny it is. It's really pretty. I like the Glitter Makes It glitter. I think Paper Sweeties actually started selling it now too in her page. What color are we missing? We need some yellow, so we'll put us a little chick in here. I'm going to put him on a toothpick. So I am about over the weather. It is basically, today's one of the first days it's been sunny, which I'm so glad it's at least sunny. It's better than rain or snow or whatever other gloomy weather we had. I know a lot of people like winter. I'm not those people. Your cats have glitter on them. My poor dogs do too. So it's a thing. If you live with crafters, you get glitter on you. That's cute. Somewhere. I was going to switch this because I found one that has more rhinestones on it. That's pretty. So I'll put that in the back. And then I have this one that has the little rhinestones on it. I don't know. You can see that. Glitter Makes It is wonderful glitter, yes. Yeah, I seen you had it the other day. And I don't love that it comes in those bags because it just comes in like a Ziploc bag. But your idea was a good idea for how you could hang it if you wanted. Erica said you could, instead of like ripping the top of it open, you could just get a little rack and hang the glitter from that. That's the truth. Swirls and Swags. Swirls and Swags. I'm sorry, what's your name? I don't know. I probably know it, but I get live and then I forget everything too. Get the live jitters and don't know who anybody is. So there's that. And let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and add my glitter. So oh, that's the group chat. All right, I got that. And then I'm going to set that up here on its tray. What do you guys think? Do I need anything else? Does it need anything? I'm going to add a bow to the teapot still. But I am going to kind of move some of this stuff out of the way. And we'll set it all together, and then if I need to put something else, we will. I want to put my tray together and all the things. So I'll set this stuff out of the way so I can bring my tray back over here.
Swirls and Swag says her name's Sam.
Okay, hey Sam. I don't know that I did know that. I didn't know there were 2 Sams. Left on your live, you said that you didn't have enough glitter. Like, us who needs more ribbons, right? I know. I mean, I definitely can always use more glitter and ribbons. And I showed you guys when I did my craft room tour for Erica's Berry Sweet for the challenge the other day. So if you want, you can go back and watch it if you missed it. And I just kind of showed how I organized my different, all around my craft room. And I showed you guys how I store my large ribbon from Sam's Club, but I didn't show you guys in my, I've got a dresser that you'll see in the video, and that's full of all the little ribbon. So I use that dresser to store my ribbon. And then also my yarn, like the big chunky yarn that you have. I use like one of those Ziploc bags that you suck the air out of. What do they call those? Space bags. I put my glitter, or I can't think straight. I put my yarn in a space bag and suck it flat and then keep it in a container too. And I forgot to show you guys that. All right. So I'm going to grab a pan here and make quick work of this mess. So I want to bring my tray back over. Just put it all in here for now. Alright, so in the beginning of the video, if you missed it, I made a tray and I just used a chalk couture transfer and I went over it and we put little bunnies on the tray. And that tray comes with some handles. Oh, do I have a screwdriver? Haley, can you go grab me a screwdriver? Like a Phillips screwdriver? There's some out in the garage in the toolbox store. Possibly. Sorry, I hate doing like crunchy packages when I'm live. I know it's loud when you're, for some reason, it's like the plastic, the sound of it is enhanced. So it comes with everything you need, the little handles and the screws. And when if you do one of these, which I don't know, I think these may actually be out of stock, but the back side, it has like a recessed hole. So that's the side that's your back, so that the screw head goes into the hole. Oh, I think we're doing good on time. I was worried I was going to have a bunch of time left over. First, I thought I wasn't going to have enough time. It's like all the things that you go through in your mind. Like, oh, I need to rush. I'm not going to have enough time. And then it's like, I'm going to have all this extra time that I need to kill. And it's like, nope, it's going to work out just perfect. All is well. So I'm going to stick that in and attach the handles to this one. I don't know that I'll even need the screwdriver. I mean, I do, to tighten it all the way up. Yes, that's what Carly, I think Carly was saying she was hiring somebody to organize her craft space. And I'm like, oh, I actually am like kind of weird in that I enjoy stuff like that. Like, you can't always tell by looking around that I like to organize, but I actually do. I enjoy it. That's what I was joking with Erica earlier. She said something and I was like, we are soul sisters. Like, there's a few things she'll say that I'm like, oh, me too. Me too. So you guys got your brother and your sister, and then me and Erica can be soul sisters. Crafties. This tray's super cute, isn't it? Can you guys see like the way the handle is? Thank you, Haley, for grabbing that for me. Oops. Sorry, guys. I want you to be able to see the whole thing done, though. If I can put it together. Okay, well, this is going to be painful. We'll just call it, we'll pretend it's together, and I'll actually have it together when I ship it for the auction. But I'm going to turn it around. Can you guys see that okay right there? Yeah, you can kind of see the whole thing. And then we'll set our teapot up. Set our little teapot.
This is your organizing soul sisters.
Organizing soul sisters, yes. Set that. And that. And then I'm going to ask some other people, but I really think for the auction that I'm probably going to enter the tray as an item and then the tea set as an item. That way, if somebody doesn't want to have to pay the shipping for everything, then they don't have to pay shipping. Or if you want it all, then you can bid on both items and get it that way. I feel like that's probably the best bet. Things are falling down. That's my sprinkles are dropping over here. But so that's that. And then don't forget, right at 2 o'clock, Wendy with Personally Yours by Wendy is on next. And she is always amazing to watch. So make sure you go to her page and watch her. And if you can't find people on their direct pages, I'm pretty sure that all of our lives are being shared over to the Creating for a Cause group. So I know earlier there was a page that, people couldn't find. But if you go to the Creating for a Cause group, then you can watch the lives over there as well. Do you have bunny feet? Thought you showed some. Oh, yeah, they're in the bunny. It's his little hands. I may have called them feet, but it's his little hands. So they're attached to him right there.
Barry says that she had to go refollow you yesterday because it happened to her sister too the other day on her page.
Huh. Yeah, I think Facebook has just been really super glitchy. I think I heard somebody else say it, but I've noticed like some of my people that I watch almost every live that I do, like my main people, and when it shows, they're not following me. So make sure if you aren't already, or even if you think you are, go and check and make sure that you're following and follow along with all the designers from today's live and make sure that you watch their pages. So, yeah, I don't know why sometimes it feels like you get kicked off or something. You're welcome, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Raymond. Miss P, lots of prayers for you. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Tina. I know Tina, poor thing, she's stuck at 2 a.m. She's going to be live. So thank you to all the people who helped put this together. And just keep Miss P in your prayers. And all the proceeds from everything go directly to her, so no one's taking anything. I think you will actually pay Pam directly for the items. So the only thing we're getting is if each person's doing different as far as shipping goes. So make sure that if you can, go follow that page and keep her in your prayers or thoughts or whatever you want to do. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Janetta. Yeah, I've seen the same thing. Like, I'm like, I know I follow them, and then you go and you're not. Or sometimes it'll show like you like a page and then you click on it. And I thought you always liked it, you followed it. But I've seen people that it shows I like them, but it doesn't show I follow them. So I don't know. I think it does what it wants to sometimes. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Again, like this one won't be available to ship right away. It's going to be at least 7 days or more possibly to ship it. So make sure you go over to Personally Yours by Wendy and catch her live. She's on starting at 2 o'clock. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Thanks, Jane Ann. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lydia. Good luck tonight on your live. Don't be too nervous. It's fine. We're all friends. So thank you, Tracy. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye. Tina chose that time. Don't feel sorry for her. Oh, okay. I won't. Bye, guys.